morning to you. Welcome into Weekend Recharge. I'm Maria LaRosa.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. Well, summer may be coming to an end, but the season is not going down without a fight.
Boy, we have plenty of heat this weekend. Highs more typical of July than September, I think. And all of that warm, juicy air will fire off rounds of thunderstorms. I remember the Hall of Fame game that was there, right? The Hall of Fame or the All-Star game was there, and they were delayed by a nasty storm. All right, let's talk about what's going on. We'll give you the snapshot, the big picture of the big weather stories that we're covering for you today. Unsettled southeast, that continues. If you've got some plans along the Gulf Coast, the southeast coast, or at all the Great Lakes in the southeast, you're going to have some issues with the thunderstorms. We'll talk about the timing and the incredible heat building, not only in the Midwest, it's moving into the Northeast as well. So some of you will be wrapping up the summer unofficially with highs well into the 90s. And then with all the heat and humidity and all you need is a little spark, we've got severe weather. And that's not just today, tomorrow, but also into Monday. So we're going to track where all the storms are. Let's first, though, start with Paul and mid and upper 70s, so not too shabby for sure. But those temperatures definitely going to be warming up pretty quickly. You're already at 70 in New York, 76 in D.C. Cooler as you head north, Boston into the mid 60s. Certainly along the beach, you're expected to see those temperatures into the 70s from the Jersey Shore down to the Delmarva, Ocean City, Maryland, too. If you get any wind off the water there, that's going to keep the beach areas close to those upper 70s. But inland, it's going to be a lot warmer. Highs today at Jones Beach, 77 degrees with all of that sunshine. High UV index, just keep that in mind. As Paul was talking about, you need that sunscreen, still very strong sun angle. But let's talk about the rip current risk. So moderate threat today. You have those easterly winds that's pushing the water on shore. That enhances what is already present. You know, you can get a rip current any day of the year, but you have it enhanced when you get the wave action to set up like this. So from Long Island all the way down to the Jersey Shore into the mid-Atlantic. Now high pressure continues to hang on here, but you get that southerly flow on the west side of it. So when you talk about compared to average, you really see the impact here. You've got 10 to 20 degrees above average from Minneapolis to Chicago to Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Albany, on up into the Green and White Mountains doing some hiking or some camping this weekend. Beautiful there. Temps into the mid-80s in Burlington. That's, though, a good 15 degrees above average. That's really the story today as we get into the rest of the weekend, Paul. By tomorrow, a lot of places staying in the mid-80s, but you've got that humidity too, so a little sticky.
A little taste of summer there, but also a lot of people trying to hit the road for traveling on
serious heat, and it's that heat and humidity combination and the showers and the thunderstorms. So a lot to talk about. You mentioned smorgasbord. I think we've got it here. Lots of lightning right now in and around Minneapolis. You also have it around Chicago, south shores of Lake Michigan here, moving from Illinois into Indianapolis, out ahead of the system that's going to kind of trigger all of this the next few days here. So if you're heading down southbound out of Minneapolis along 35, this cluster of showers and thunderstorms, not severe, but obviously a ton of lightning and a lot of locally heavy rainfall. So just slow your roll a little bit, give yourself extra time if that's your route right now. And then Chicago, you have I-80, I-90 on the south side, and this cluster of showers and thunderstorms, a ton of lightning. So again, you're traveling from Chicago to, say, Indianapolis. That's going to impact your route within the next hour or two as it slowly moves off to the east. And we're going to stick with the Chicago area. We're going to talk about Evanston, Illinois, where we have the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the Stanford Cardinals. And by kickoff here, which is 11 a.m. Central Time, you do have the chance for showers and thunderstorms. So, you know, good time to make sure you have that mobile device ready to give you any heads up of the showers and thunderstorms moving your way if you're doing any of that tailgating. And then we head to South Bend. Look at this, the Texas Longhorns. I don't think they're going to win. I don't think they're going to win.
What?
They're playing Notre Dame and the Fighting Irish. Kickoff at 7:30 Eastern. Could be looking at some showers and thunderstorms. And a storm brewing right here because I said that. What a week, right? 20 minutes past the hour. And as we look ahead to the weekend, we're doing so many things outside, right? It is the last blast of summer. And then we have this, showers and thunderstorms on the severe side. So I want to get you prepared because this will be on the move too. So International Falls, Sioux Falls, Fargo, Pierre, and Glendive here. We have your area outlooked for the potential of not just the heavy rain, of course, dangerous lightning, but also the possibility of some hail and damaging winds. So all of that goes along with it. And you look at what's lighting up already at this hour. It's pretty incredible. So you do have the dynamics that are kind of going and getting going right now. You have the small cluster of showers and thunderstorms south of Minneapolis, trying to ride right along I-35 if you're heading southbound. No severe warnings with that cluster, but tons of lightning and heavy rainfall. And then you have what's going on right now in parts of Montana and North Dakota. So we are already getting a jump start on some of the pretty active weather. Again, Minneapolis on the south side, now moving past and east of Mankato. We've been keeping an eye on Chicago. Still a cluster of showers and thunderstorms here right along I-80-90 there. And right in between those interstates here, headed towards Indianapolis, you have some nasty thunderstorms going along. But you have a boundary and you have a few spins. Those area of low pressures are areas where you're going to see that enhanced lift. And we have the support that we need upstairs too, right? The fast moving winds aloft, it's going to be enough to add that instability, bring those thunderstorms and let them grow really, really tall, bring those winds down to the surface. So as we take you through the next few hours, and you can see where those thunderstorms happening now, initialized real well, so we can see by this afternoon, Sioux Falls, once again, Minneapolis, especially those western suburbs, heads up for some showers and thunderstorms here later in the evening, not quite making it into Des Moines by later on tonight. Now by tomorrow, a little bit more of that eastward shift here. You've got now northwestern Wisconsin. Minneapolis, you're in it again. Des Moines back towards Omaha. Looking good, though, as you head towards Detroit and Cleveland. Now, Labor Day, we push it a little bit further to the south, so heads up Kansas City and Salina. Best chance to see these during the afternoon, and the big threat's going to be the gusty winds and the hail. So those umbrellas for the barbecues, hold them down tight.
Keep an eye on the radar there. Hey, people in upstate New York are battling this late summer heat blast as the New York State Fair rolls into Syracuse as we head into this Labor Day holiday.
I love this. We got an eye on the menu. Great advice on a sunny day. If you're at the beach during some stormier weather, got to pay attention to this. All right, let's give you the top 3 stories that we're helping you get recharged for as you head into the Labor Day holiday, making important plans. Plan on Plan B here. If you're having those outdoor gatherings, you may have to head inside because of the unsettled weather that translates into showers and thunderstorms. So we'll time those out for you the best we can. And then the heat that is on, it's happening now. Chicago up near 90. You see relatively cool along the I-95 corridor. We'll show you how that will warm up as well. And then, of course, the severe threat that we have from the Midwest into the northern plains. And some of those thunderstorms are getting going right now. So we've got that to track over the next few days as well.
Yeah, Monday is Labor Day. In fact, it falls on September 7th this year. That's a full week later than last year and the latest date possible on the calendar.